Good? Alright. My name is Jake Newcomb. This is Pon-Pon Yeh. Hello. We're from AMSA USA, and our project is the Leave No Trace project. Really quick background, Leave No Trace basically refers to the idea that you leave a place better off or the same as when it started. So it originally starts from ecological and hiking, but what we're trying to do here is apply it to global health experiences.
So a little bit of background, like Jake said, we wanted to, this idea got started because we understood that in the US, and definitely world-round, but the data we have is from the US, that there's a really large number of students who are doing international work, either through clinical work or research work or medical missions. So there's just a lot of students doing a lot of work, and it's making a significant impact, and we want to make sure that whatever impact that we're making is a positive impact.
So, what are some positive impacts of trips on medical students, right? Obviously educational, you're learning, your language skills are improving, your cultural awareness is also improving, which helps you not only with the country with which you're interacting, but also when you get back home. Understanding new healthcare programs, delivery methods. My example is Denmark has a very well-run social system. I come from a country with a completely broken system, so, learning that as well. Practicing medicine in areas with distinct resources, so if you come from an area full of MRIs and CAT scans and you suddenly go somewhere where they rely entirely on physical medicine and physical diagnosis, of course your skills are going to improve, and vice versa. And understanding of unfamiliar diseases that you might not see in your own cultural or physical context. And what do you get? A better physician, more well-rounded.
So Jake just talked about all of the positive impacts that international missions has on the student, but there are also positive impacts the student has on the community. So if you're putting more healthcare workers in community, that's probably going to be positive for the community. Usually when you have programs going in, they're also coupled with some aspect of health education, whether it's hygiene, sanitation, breastfeeding, immunizations. And then also if a medical student is visiting another economy, they're contributing to the economy in some way. And then also there's usually some sort of reciprocal cultural understanding where the people in that community are learning from the medical student.
However, what we want to focus on, most of the positive experiences are intuitive, right? If you exchange with another country, we're all here in IFMSA because we know that exchanging with other cultures is really positive and beneficial. However, there can also be some really negative impacts when you go to a place that may be poorly run, maybe a program that may be poorly run, maybe you're taking a lot of housing, food, electricity, water, transportation, resources away from the area that you're staying in. Also, economic cost. What would the doctor be doing if he didn't have to be spending time training you? He would be training, treating 10 or 15 other patients that he otherwise wouldn't be able to see.
So understanding all of this, I think the point of our entire project is to measure the baseline impact that all of these people, medical students, are having on their community and the communities are having on the students. And if we can establish some sort of baseline impact, then we can tell, what sorts of things are working for people, what's another way to make these programs more successful, what's another way to make them more efficient, what's another way to see how sustainable they are, and that sort of thing. So we want to try to measure this impact by using questionnaires for students, questionnaires for organizers, and then indirect questionnaires through the students and organizers about the impact on the community.
So, the product of the project, this is the really important thing, this is what is going to be helping everybody else. It's going to be a grading system of programs, A through F, based on metrics of impacts and sustainability, and really what's going to be helpful, you all know Wikipedia, this is going to be like a wiki for international volunteer projects. Currently there's nothing that standardizes and lets medical students share knowledge about which programs actually do the things that they're supposed to do, that are actually sustainable in the areas that they purport to be. And so this is our project. This is going to be a long, multi-year project. Hopefully we'll have this database. It'll be available for everyone. So our contact email will be right there, but in case you didn't get it, come find us. We'll be right over there. All right, thank you for your time.